Welcome, my friends of the interwebs, or should I say, welcome, my political friends of the interweb, because I am about to get political. Okay, what you are looking at is the stash. Now, this is all the fun ammo that I have left. That's it. That is it. And when I say fun ammo, okay, understand this. This is the ammo that I have. Basically, this is my fun stash. This is the ammo that I use to go to the range, to go to the club, to take Krista Blade out shooting. This is the ammo I use. This does not include my shit hits the fan stash, or stashes, or caches, or if you're really goofy, caches. If you're French, caches. And this doesn't include some other stuff like my 22. Like I've got a couple of buckets of the Golden Bullet. Well, I got one whole unopened bucket of Golden Bullet 22, and I've got about a quarter of another one left, and some other here and there ammos. But for the most part, you're looking at a few hundred rounds of this, a few hundred rounds of that. 38 special. I've got almost no 9mm. I'll be honest with you. Let me show you how much 9mm I got. And this really sucks because I really want to shoot some more 9. That's it. That's all the 9mm I have. Yeah, that sucks. And like I said, this is my fun stash, and I will not get into my emergency shit hits the fan stash. I just won't. Also got a little Tannerite. This is the DA5 Last Man Standing Exploding Rifle Target. I got more than a few bags of those. When I take Krista somewhere and blow some shit up. She's been asking me to do something like that for a long time now. But anyway, yeah, I got a little 357 Magnum. I got a little 7.62. I don't have a lot of 7.62 or 223. I got very little of that, to be honest with you. I have a fair amount of the Springfield 30-06. I've actually got a couple boxes of slugs, 12 gauge slugs. Yeah, it's funny because when I went through this inventory, I was surprised at how much 45 ACP I have and how much 357 Magnum I have. I'm really actually pleasantly surprised. Anyway, listen, there is a political reason for this video, so hang tight. You know how I like to ramble a bit before I get to the meat of the issue. Oh, and by the way, you notice something? I guess I don't know. I don't notice it. I put some frog lube on the pivot. Remember when I was turning it before, it would make that awful squeaking sound? Anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes. I made a video not all that long ago accusing the Obama administration of starting a run on ammo and buying enough ammo to turn it to kind of tip the balance and to get everybody to hoard and get everybody to basically clear the shelves. And I really do believe that there's a formula involved there. The government buys X amount of ammo, and they know that everybody else is going to, everybody that can at least is going to run to buy as much as they can. It just kind of starts the whole domino effect of denying us our Second Amendment through bullshit means. Now, there were a lot of people who did not agree with that. Yankee Marshall did not agree with that. Fate of Destiny did not agree with that. And they are entitled to their opinions, absolutely. However, I want to make some rebuttals because some of the things that both those people said, both of whom I respect a lot and have known for quite some time now, a lot of the things that they were saying, or at least some of the things they were saying, didn't make any sense to me. And I'll start with Fate of Destiny. Because Fate of Destiny was talking about, she told a little story. I love the way she told that story because that's kind of the way I like to tell stories too, is to give examples of things that happened. And one of the things that she gave as an example was that when she would go to Walmart to buy ammo early in the morning, butt crack of dawn, there'd be 3 guys. She said basically the same 3 guys, and they were there laughing all the way to the bank, I guess, because they were buying up all the ammo. Well, but here's the problem with that story. In that story, she also said that Walmart limited you to, was it 2 or 3 boxes? I want to say 2. So those 3 guys, if they bought their allotment, you're talking about 6 boxes of ammo. So I don't really understand how that has any kind of real impact on that Walmart's, because every time I've ever been to Walmart, they always had more than 6 boxes back in the day before the Obama administration, in my opinion, did what they did. So it doesn't really make any sense to me that you've got a few guys that are showing up early in the morning buying up all the ammo. That just didn't make any sense. Sorry, Dest, I love you to death, but it is what it is. And as far as Yankee Marshall, who is convinced, and he knows people who have told him that they buy it by the pellet, and then they laugh all the way to Gunbroker where they're selling it for exorbitant amounts of money and buying a new Ferrari with it. No, and maybe he does know a couple people to do that. But I'm going to tell you my rebuttal to that, because I'm going to fill you in a little something. And one of the reasons that I actually brought this ammo out, this is a bag of ammo from a company called Michigan Ammo. Okay, I've been using their ammo for many, many years. They're a manufacturer of ammo. Encores. My cousin's a cop, and at one time he was the buyer for one of the, I'm not going to name the department, but one of the major police departments in Northwest Ohio. He bought their training ammo. And I think he maybe even bought the ammo for the entire department, but mostly their training ammo. And he bought a lot of ammo for Michigan Ammo. If you were to call Michigan Ammo yourself tomorrow, and I encourage you to do so, you can find her number on the internet. Assuming that times were back to where they were, they wouldn't sell you any ammo unless you were a law enforcement officer, because that's all they deal with. I am not a law enforcement officer, and I couldn't call them and buy ammo. The reason that I have that ammo that you're looking at in that bag is because my cousin gave it to me for Christmas. He's cool like that. He's cool like that. But the thing of it is that they just deal with law enforcement, and they, like I said, are a manufacturer of ammunition. Well, my cousin, being in the position that he was in, would tell me that they had to scale back their training because they could not find ammo. They couldn't buy ammo. They could not buy ammo from manufacturers, not from Walmart, not from wholesale distributors. They couldn't buy ammo directly from the factory, which they had been doing for decades. Couldn't do it. Because Michigan Ammo, and I'm just going to use Michigan Ammo as an example just because I know this as a fact, didn't have the ammo to supply these departments. Why didn't they have the ammo? Well, they were having a very difficult time finding things like primers and powder and lead and all the core components that it takes to manufacture ammunition. So, you can talk all you want about the guy buying palletfuls, but let me tell you something. When I talk about this being a major police department, I mean, it's a major police department from a city with almost 1 million people in it. And I'm here to tell you that checkbook that my cousin was wielding was a huge checkbook, much bigger than most guys that could go and buy it by the palletful. Okay? I mean, that's just a fact. And when somebody with the kind of checkbook that my cousin was wielding couldn't find ammo, then there was a serious issue. So having said all that, it doesn't make sense to me that there's some rogue guy or guys out there who are buying up ammo by the palletful and then selling it for crazy prices. That doesn't make sense. What makes a lot more sense to me is government agencies, federal agencies, buying up exorbitant amounts of ammunition to keep it out of the public hands. And not only that, but like I said in my previous video, to actually become that domino that knocks over the other domino and then knocks over the other domino. It's just a total domino effect where you all of a sudden had people going, oh my God, Walmart's out of 9mm. I better buy all the 40 cal that they have. I better call my cousin. I get 2 boxes. My cousin gets 2 boxes. My brother gets 2 boxes. My uncle gets 2 boxes. My dad gets 2 boxes. My grandpappy gets 2 boxes. I mean, yeah, and considering everything that we are now aware of, that this Obama administration has done, how does it not make more sense that they're behind this than some profiteering or some rogue profiteer? There's a name for those guys and I can't think of what their name is, but bottom line, it just makes more sense, especially knowing now the lies that the federal government has gave us, and the media completely covering it up. The fact of the matter is, it's this simple. We know for a fact that the Obama administration basically laughed off the Tea Party people and any kind of public announcement that the Tea Party would make that the government was coming down on them or was being heavy-handed on them, they were laughed at by the Obama administration, called a bunch of conspiracy nuts. Well, now we know they're not a bunch of conspiracy nuts. Now we know the facts. Okay, so when people tell me, and they type it into the comment section, and when they tell me, you don't know what you're talking about, they've already investigated it, and the government did, that tells me that is one of those really choice people that I like to call Obama voters. Gun-owning Obama voters is the only people that could literally look me in the eye and tell me that this has absolutely nothing to do with the Obama administration, and it's been investigated. Investigated by who? Seriously, investigated by who? Because I'd like to know. I'd like to be privy to that. I'll be honest with you. There needs to be a real investigation. A real investigation. So, it is what it is. But I will tell you that I know for a fact that literally factories the main purpose in existence is to manufacture bullets, cannot manufacture bullets. Law enforcement agencies, large law enforcement agencies, cannot purchase enough ammo to train properly. That's not being caused by three guys at Walmart. That's not being caused by some dude that's, him and his buddy have mortgaged their house to buy as many pallets of ammo as possible. That's not. You can tell yourself that's what the deal is, and you can tell everybody, if you just stop buying ammo for a month. Let me tell you something. Look at all the ammo you see in front of you. Look at all this ammo. Okay? Other than 7.62 and 223, I have not literally purchased any ammo in over a year. Over a year. Which should tell you how much ammo I had at one time. Especially if you watch Krista Blade. She's been putting some lead down range. And it all comes out of my cash. The fact of the matter is that you can stop buying ammo all day long. You can stop buying ammo for the next 6 months. Not going to make a difference. Not going to make a difference, literally. Because you still have federal agencies buying shit tons of ammo. I don't care what anybody says. You cannot convince me otherwise. You can keep shilling for Obama if you want. You can keep pretending that you can literally be, a gun-owning liberal. You can keep pretending that if you want. But the truth of the matter is that you cannot. Now, I'm not saying that the Republicans are much better. But I am telling you this. It's common sense. That's all it is. It's common sense. What we're seeing going on is not caused by three dudes at Walmart. It is not caused by a couple of dudes buying up pallets. It's not. Now, when you've got law enforcement agencies that have huge checkbooks, they can't buy it by it. You mean to tell me that a huge police department, they can't afford to buy it by the pallet? Because believe me when I tell you, my cousin would have. So, having said all that, let me know in the comment section what you think. And you can consider this a rebuttal to Yankee Marshall. You can consider this a rebuttal to Fate of Destiny. Both people I have the highest regard for. I just do not agree with them on this at all. At all. And deep down in my heart, I just know that the ammo shortages that we're seeing right now is a direct result of the Obama administration. Now, are things getting a little bit better? It depends on, I guess, define better. I still can't buy 9mm in Toledo, Ohio. Maybe you can buy it in Sioux Falls, Iowa. I don't know if that's even a place. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Everybody take care. See ya!